I just turned down an audition for today because my time is more valuable than that, and it looks stupid as fuck. So, fuck that. The character I was gonna audition for was a stripper who just wasn't at work right now, and the scene had nothing to do with that. She also was an ex-heroin addict, and the scene was just like, it could have been any girl, so it's like, I get it. They tried to pick a clear character, but also they had her being like, I don't know what that means, but okay. And I'm like, that's not me. That's not what I do. Whoa, today flew by. I had a lot of trouble focusing, but I just like powered through it, and I got a lot of stuff done. I got a lot of work done, but didn't finish tasks. I covered a lot of ground, okay? Covered a lot of ground. I feel pretty good about where I'm at with my material for class tonight. I love the material. It's for a pilot that's casting right now about this chick who opens a bar in her backyard in San Diego, and well, I think I'd be perfect for it. Obviously, we all think that we're perfect for everything, but I just feel so out of the running. My managers haven't replied to my last like 4 emails, and I just don't understand. I mean, I think I do understand. I think I understand that it's probably over. So just sticking to the work, going to class, doing the work. It's casting right now, and it was so fun to work on. And I have so many different ideas for how to make it work. I don't know what they're looking for, but she's like she's ex-military, so she's like a no-nonsense chick. I ran into my neighbor when I was walking from my car, and she was like, where are you coming from? And I was like, class. And she was like, oh, how was that? And I was like, oh, it was awesome because I'm working on this. And then I was like, yeah, but you know, I'll never go out for it. And she's like, what? You sound perfect for that. And I was like, oh, I know, but I'm never gonna get in the room for that. And she was like, why not? You should definitely be in that room. And I'm like, I know, but that's the thing about pursuing acting, is like, so much of the time you're like, I'm so good for that, and there's just this disconnect. It's like, you can't just get in. Just because you should be seen for that doesn't mean that you get to be. Like, most of the time you don't, and it sucks, and you have to fight. It's like, I could fight this. I could try to start fighting this and then get dropped by my manager for being annoying, like, or I could fight for it and I could book it, and I could be on this pilot that might probably never succeed. I mean, I don't want to say that, but even if you make a show that people want to watch, sometimes it doesn't get picked up, and sometimes it gets picked up and then canceled, you know? Like, it's such a lottery, but I'm just not even allowed to buy a fucking ticket. How do I get in? I think the showrunner knows me, or liked my tape several years ago, so probably doesn't remember me. Or maybe remembers me but has no idea. Doesn't really think about it. But maybe if they see me, they're like, oh, fuck, yeah, that girl. I made this tape for this Tina Fey pilot in 2015. And this was so nuts. I was in like the last 4 people that they were considering for this role, and I had no idea. I had never found out until a year and a half later. I was having lunch with my friend who's an executive at NBC, and he was like, oh my gosh, I did some digging, I hope you don't mind, I saw your audition. And I was like, oh, that was a tape I sent in. And he was like, no, I'm pretty sure you were in the casting office. And I was like, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. And I never was in the office. I sent that tape in. And he was like, are you sure? I was like, anyways, they loved it. He's like, you were in the top 4 consideration for that role. And I was like, what? I never even heard an email back from my agent saying that they got that video. I didn't even know they received the file. Anyways, the showrunner of that show is running this show. So I'm like, hey. I've also gone to producers for a role of a chick who used to be in the military and now is trying to be a single mom. That was the Tim Allen show, Last Man Standing. When that was a pilot, I went to producers for that to play a chick from the military. So I feel like those things combined make me super qualified, on top of the fact that I train and study and just have so much ability. Anything they want me to do, I can do. But I will never even get the chance to audition for it. Pilot season 2018, not off to a start for me. But we will see. In past years, I've gotten in right at the end of pilot season when they've already like seen everybody and they're just like, fuck, we don't have the girl. And then they start seeing like a different group of people, and that's usually me. I'm usually in that group. And I do well in that situation, but still haven't booked a show. I haven't even booked a pilot. I have so many friends who have booked pilots, several pilots, and they're still not on a show. They test for tons of pilots and don't book them. I'm not even testing for pilots. I'm not even getting pre-reads for pilots, which is before even a real audition, really. It's like so sad. Not even just pilots, for anything. Just a fucking sitting duck, which is not how that term is normally used, but I feel like a duck, and I'm kind of sitting.